here are 4 habits that may be sabotaging your fat loss goals. And how do I know? When I was 20 pounds heavier, I used to do the same exact things. Okay, let's go. Number 1, eating according to a clock and not when you're actually hungry. When you eat when you're not hungry, you're giving your body calories that it's not asking for. This creates a snowball effect for the entire day. Meaning, you're eating when you're hungry, you're eating when you're not hungry. That's an excess amount of calories that makes it very challenging for you to be in a calorie deficit. You stop trusting your body. You're eating out of routine, not out of need. When you're actually hungry later, you're gonna find yourself snacky, overeating, and out of control around food. This creates a weird cycle of overeating and then skipping some meals because you are not in tune with your body. Number 2, forcing yourself to finish your plate. You're part of the clean plate club. Here's the thing, if you're finding yourself full during your meal, it's your body's way of telling you like, hey, I'm good. You need to respect that. And so here's what you're gonna do. No matter what's left on your plate, even if it's a couple of bites, you're gonna put it in a Tupperware, you're gonna put it in the fridge, you're gonna save it for later. Maybe it's gonna be a snack, or maybe it's gonna be addition to your next meal. 3, meal prepping foods that you really don't like. Instead, you're meal prepping for some idolized version of yourself that you think you're going to enjoy at lunch. And so what could potentially happen is when you're wasting money on food, 2, what could happen is that you're gonna eat your first meal, not really enjoy, and then find yourself hungry because you were not satisfied by your first meal and eat an additional meal. It's an excess amount of calories that your body is not asking for. Remember, you need to be satisfied by these meals. They can have all the parts to keep you full and satiated, but it's not satisfying to you. You're gonna find yourself looking for food. Number 4, setting up an arbitrary threshold of what is good enough for workout, meaning X amount of miles, X amount of steps, X amount of minutes. Setting up a scenario where it's going to be hard for you to stay consistent with movement. When you don't have the time, the energy, or the bandwidth to reach these arbitrary goals, you're going to totally skip your workout when you could have been active. Instead, set your goals low. You have the energy or the time, the bandwidth, push yourself. And when you are not able to, you don't have the time, energy, or bandwidth, you're gonna scale back. That way, you will always be active no matter what's really going on in your life.